Tom Holland. Man, what the fuck? Man, I don't want to talk your bitch.
Invincible Season 3 just came to a close, and how was this season as a whole? This season rocked, man. It was crazy insanity. Every episode building up to bigger stories, and each crazier than the last. My God, this is good TV. Also, while being extremely faithful to their source material, because the Invincible comics are basically, this show is basically translating the comics very well. Every panel I see someone post from a specific scene has the dialogue intact, the scenery intact, the characters intact. It's just good shit. This season gave me things I really wanted to see, and I thought I was going to get much sooner, but hey, better late than never, and we spent a lot of time with it throughout this whole season, which is the classic villains from Season 1 being repurposed, Mark in his blue Invincible suit, and also Mark and Adam Eve's relationship. They finally get together in this season. Something I didn't even know I wanted was Cecil. Cecil's backstory is explored here. He's a very interesting character because him and Mark have this big dynamic that, like, Cecil's doing some shady stuff that Mark does not like repurposing villains. That's such a big thing that even divides the Guardians of the Globe. And where we see Cecil, like, how he became the guy he is today, it wasn't pretty, man. He went through some shit. The whole Civil War storyline that was going on in the first couple episodes really had me thinking things through. Like, is Cecil right? Is Mark wrong? Is Mark right? Is Cecil wrong? Like, it was crazy back and forth, and I saw a lot of people doing the same thing. Like, they weren't know who to trust anymore. Especially since the first episode, you see Cecil and Mark training, and Mark is apparently the most strongest he's ever been because of all this training they're putting him through. Like, they're having him go into volcanoes, they're having him lift glaciers, they're having him fly across the world, around the world in the fastest possible way. It's crazy. So when you see them like butt heads and argue, it's like kind of upsetting to see. It's sad. The thing I didn't like this season is that there's hardly any Alan and Omni-Man, bro. I wanted to see more of Alan and Nolan's dynamic and their friendship growing, and I know there's a lot of scenes with them in the comics, and I thought we were going to get it here, but we didn't get it. We only got like maybe a scene and then one episode, half an episode dedicated to them, and then that was it. They're gone for the rest of the season, so that kind of sucked. Before I get into some spoilers, I want to say that people keep ragging on this animation, and I just feel like it's not that bad, but it's not that good either, but these guys are always saving the animation budget for like the big cataclysmic events. And that's fine. I do not need a fully detailed animated thing to see some delinquents going down some stairs. That was one of the scenes that people keep making fun of. I rather have a show with cheap animation, but with a great, good ass story. If I had a show that had some great detailed animation, but a shit story, I'm not gonna care anymore. It's gonna suck. So people, we can chill the fuck out, okay? The animation is not that bad, okay? It could be better, but actually, you know what? It gets better, because those episodes with the big cataclysmic events, those big scale stories and action scenes, they save all the animation budget for those episodes, and to make those episodes the best they can be, especially in the finale, because holy shit. Invincible versus Conquest was pure cinema. And even before that, the big worm fight scene and the scene where Mark is fighting all those cyborg dudes and slicing them in half, though that animation was pretty good. The Invincible War, that whole episode had peak animation. It was so great to see. The Invincible War was crazy. I wanted more of that episode. And even with Kid Omni-Man, Oliver, him finally suiting up and kicking ass, the animation in that goes hard, especially when he murks the Maulers. The scenes with Adam Eve kicking ass, she uses her pink armor suit again, and every time she puts that on, the animation goes crazy right there, bro. And man, I just loved seeing Mark Grayson and Adam Eve finally be boyfriend and girlfriend, bro. That was something I was waiting for. Their relationship is so sweet throughout the whole series. You really feel for them. So when shit goes down in the finale, it hits you like a train, bro. It's like, oh my god, is everybody okay? All right, it's spoiler time. In the Invincible War episode, dude, seeing in the beginning of the season Mark and Rexplode's relationship, their friendship be so cool. Like they're like bros with each other. They always have each other's backs when they go on missions. And then when you see an evil alternate universe version of Mark Grayson Invincible straight up try to kill him and the rest of his team, that was heavy, dude. And then when you see Rexplode straight up blow up his skeleton going out Gambit style, it was like, dude, this is crazy. And then you have the Billie Eilish playing in the back. But next, also seeing Oliver develop his powers, learning how powerful he is, him having like a sixth sense of justice almost. Like he's cool with killing, but Mark Grayson isn't. You see Mark try to talk some sense, even Debbie trying to talk some sense into Oliver, being like, killing is not good. Every life is sacred. You can't just pick who lives and who doesn't. Like it's even if they're evil. Which I'm like kind of 50-50 on, because in this world it's kind of killed or be killed. And those moral compasses don't really work in this universe, I feel like, because every event is so borderline apocalyptic. It's insane. Even the street crime, there's some sick individuals too. So it's like, just kill them, bro. Just kill them, bro. They're all pieces of shit. Even when Mark and Angstrom Levy have their rematch again, and he's the one who caused the Invincible War, the whole world's in ruins. Everyone's in pain. A lot of people are dying. Even Oliver's like, kill him. He's gonna look at all the pain he caused. He's gonna cause so much more. Just kill him. And I'm like, I'm rooting for him, bro. I'm like rooting for Oliver. I'm like, just take him down. Invincible, take him out for good. But it's great because we do see Mark struggle with his old Invincible persona and the new blue suit, black suit persona, him going darker and him being fine with the idea of killing, which is fine because in this universe, people are crazy. They're sick and they're causing so much death, like especially worldwide too. That's like kind of the reason why I'm not too mad at Cecil, because bad guys in this universe are just downright crazy. Especially after all the villains we've seen, after Powerplex, after the Invincible War, after the Animal Dude, we get one more. Like, we just survived a cataclysmic event. Now we're going to be into another one. That's when Conquest comes down to the scene. Like, when I saw him down, I'm like, dude, this day sucks. This last couple months, man, they've been rough, dude. Invincible versus Conquest, that whole episode, I wanted a lot. And I was so satisfied. That was pure cinema finale. All the animation goes in stupid in that whole episode. Like, especially, it's like has parallels to the season 1 where Mark is fighting Omni-Man. It has parallels to that too. And it's just like, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan plays Conquest. People were ragging on him, but no, he was great. He was great as Conquest. He has that sick tone in his voice, and it fits with Conquest's personality and his lines, because Conquest, I learned, is a pretty sick dude. He just kills because he loves it. He gets off on that shit. He just, as soon as he punches people so bad to the point where like his fist is covered in their blood, he said that's sweet to him. He licks his fist. He loves that shit. He beats Mark up so bad. Like, I seen Mark get broken arms, broken legs, and he's still fighting Conquest, even with his head. Like, that's how he finishes him off, with his head. Pause. Whole time I'm like, Mark, do not hold back. Not against him. He's the worst of them all. You gotta go full crazy on this guy. Do not hold back one bit. And the point when Conquest kills Adam Eve, I'm like, dude, that's the line right there. You gotta go crazy. And he does. He straight up breaks his whole Infinity Gauntlet looking arm. And then he's like, oh, we're getting somewhere. Oh, but Adam Eve is OP because she straight up resurrects herself. Even after having her whole half of her face blown off from an uppercut and her internal organs are out. Blood's everywhere. She has a hole in her stomach, dude. And she just straight up resurrects herself. Like, that's some OP broken power right there. In the end, guys, Invincible Season 3 was such good TV, dude. Every episode was bigger and it was quiet when it needed to be quiet. It was cataclysmic when it needed to be cataclysmic. Every episode I wanted more of it. This is a season where I'm like, dude, this series is so good, bro. I can see why this shit blew up back then when it did. I need season 4 now, right now. I may do you a rewatch of this series. It was that good. The cast also keeps getting better. They get some really good celebrities, and they're actually good voice actors. That's kind of insane to me. Like this season, besides Jeffrey Dean Morgan, we also have the dude Jesse Plemons. He's Powerplex in this season. He's a shit character, but he did a good job, I guess. Let's rate this up. Invincible Season 3 gets an A.